Hello everyone, welcome to Old Timers Tuning Shop. Today I'm gonna quickly show you how to use engine swap using config file, or the one I'm using a lot is the in-game card editor. Reason why I'm using that instead of just using config files, because the in-game card editor, you see what the engine does when you install it. You only use config files. You're not seeing, but it's how is it gonna sit inside the vehicle. By using in-game card editor, you're also gonna be able to see the other parts connected to the engine. Most often, when you do engine swap using config file, you don't see what you're doing until you see until you're doing it in game. So let's start right away with the config file. So what you gotta do, you need to get into your directory, your game. You can do that by going to your property of your game, into Steam, local file, browse local file, and in there you go to data, gaming asset. Here you get the car. Those are all in-game cars. That's when you download the game, that's what you're getting, in-game cars. There's also, when you go to workshop, Steam Workshop, you can download what some gamers did. We call them modders. For that, you have to go back to your Steam apps. Instead of going to common, you go to workshop. And in the workshop, you go to content. And you want to look for this file, 645630. That's where you get all your downloaded file from the workshop. I've got quite a lot of them. And you use what I do, I put it the last one that I've downloaded on top, so I don't have to go and look for it. Or if you're gonna need to go and look for a specified vehicle, you're gonna have to go through all of them and which vehicle you want to mod. So if we go back to this config file, data, cars. Let's pick car. No, I haven't tried this. There's only two configs. Only one config. So you want to do modification. Here's the file you want to. Well, what I'm suggesting you, if you want to keep that config, because see what happens if you do modify that file there, the config file, is whenever Red Dot or whoever's doing this here, if he's doing any changes to it, he's going to replace both files. So whatever you've done to that file, it's going to be erased. So what I'm suggesting you is you make a copy of those. You need both of them to be able to create your car. What I do, I copy paste it here, giving you two copies. So what you want to do, since this one here is 0, you want to put those to 1. Go. And so on if you want to do 3, 4, 5 models. So there, what you want to do is open up your config file, and in that config file you want to rename the vehicle you're going to be creating, modifying. Mines are always special special edition. Sorry, I had somebody in my special edition. OT timers tuning shop. And what you're looking for is, on your way down, what you want to look to is what type of engine it is. What type of vehicle is that? Right now it's an engine, that's where the engines are. What you're looking for is rear engine or front wheel drive transmission. It's a rear wheel drive, so we're fine. Well, you know it's a rear wheel drive. So what he's got right now into that car, it's got an engine V8. It's already got swap option. So if there weren't any there, you have to add swap option, that engine that's already came with it, and whatever engine you want to. Me, it's already got the Coyote F350 V8 supercharged. What I'm gonna try, I'm gonna see if I can put in the Emmy one. Those are just a tiny, there's way more than that engines. I'm missing quite a lot, all the Mercedes. I'm missing quite a lot of engine in there. Those are pretty much all the one that I use the most. So let's copy paste this one here. And at the end of that one here, which is the 0 over here, because it's a F350, you want to put down comma, base, that engine. So next time you get into your game and you find that vehicle, you're going to be able to put in an engine V8 Emmy in it. And that's the way you do it, using config file. The hardest part is to try to find those type of engine that goes in. I know there are a V8 engine there, but I know also the engine V8 Emmy, it's got its own exhaust, so it ain't gonna fit with those exhausts. So I would have to do some tweaking. So this is how you do it with config file. And you need to save. You look at it now, go back to it, you still have special edition. The engine, the Emmy is still there, refined. So that's using the config file. Now, if I want to go and use in-game card editor, you have to, I took a picture of it. When you press your play there, it should offer this option. Instead of go play car mechanic simulator 2018, you want to go and launch card editor. I already started because I got so many mods, it takes forever before it loads in. So there it is. So in there, it's a lot easier. Well, for me it is. I know it's I know it's scary for some people, but it's not really. By using it quite often, you're gonna get any of it. So what I'm gonna be looking at, See, those are all the ones I've downloaded from the workshop, plus the one that came in-game card. The one looking at is the Del Rey. Here we go. Imperator. Let's select that one. For me, it's now easier to go through in-game card editor. Because once I've done my engine swap, I can fit everything together. So when I find it in game, it'll be a lot easier to just change it. Should have. So what you want to do there, you don't want to. You want to do an engine swap on that vehicle. Oh, or it was the Del Rey Imperator. Good shell. I think it already come. Okay, we've done the chunk of that one there. It comes engines already. Oh, it comes with a 6-pack. That's what this. So we've created created a file. And what I want to do is put in the engine I want to put in. But it's already in there. We already did it. But it doesn't matter. But the thing is, if I want to put, like, let's say you want to put in a V8, a regular V8, you select your engine there. Put in the V8 supercharged maybe. Now, you look at the rest of your, you see this part missing, like it's not connected anymore. Drive shaft's not connected. The exhaust are not connected. So all those are the things that you have to worry about when you do engine swap. But by doing it inside of the in-game card editors, you won't have to do the engine swap inside your game. It's already going to be swapped. And everything's going to be lined up. But if you do use the config file, you're going to end up something like that. You swap the engine that is already got in there. 62. You know, everything's lined up. So if I was in game, I wanted to put in the V8. I put in the list my config file. It's gonna look like that. Engine and the exhaust won't match. By doing it inside here, everything's gonna be done. When you find the car, it's gonna have that engine already. So remember, always save your work. And if all else fails, you want to go back to the original one before you save. Make reload car. It should reload the original car and your car that you've been working on till you've done all the save back with gaming inside. So I hope this worked out well for you guys. If you have any comments or any question, put it down section. If you do like it, follow instruction and descriptive.